Long story short, I decided to transfer, I think a week before school started here. I initially wasn't going to leave Maryland, but I just felt like it was the right time to go. And I didn't have a lot of time, and I knew like if I was going to leave, I wanted to make it into a spring ball, get acclimated to whatever program I went to. And it just led to me being here as the quickest. So yeah, I'm happy about my move.
Yeah, what's the transition been like? Do you feel welcome?
I definitely feel welcome. Like I was like nervous about it because not necessarily nervous, but like you get into it. Like football is such an intimate sport, so you're gonna have to have good relationships with your teammates. And being new, like in the middle of like January, like I was not like that was one of my focuses. Like make sure I get acclimated with our culture and get cool with the guys. And that's been pretty good. They've been welcoming. Yeah, like there's no like hating or none of that. Everybody feels like real family, and I can actually say that.
Phil likes to spread the ball around. What's your impressions of playing with him right now?
Playing with Phil?
Yeah.
I like playing with Phil. Obviously, he's from Pittsburgh, so I feel real good about that. But also, he can make off-schedule plays, so it gives us more opportunities to get the ball in our hands. Yeah, and he's a cool dude. He likes to work. So yeah, I like working with him.
And his ability to scramble, does that give you options out there to break from coverage and find open space?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
What's it been like just growing up with your dad, and how's it helped you in the development into the player you are today?
I would say like people ask me like how's it being like a coach's son or whatever. Like he's been a coach as long as I've known, so like I don't know how to compare it to anything else. But I will say, growing up in Pittsburgh, when your dad's like the head coach of the Steelers, which is like the biggest organization in the city, I want to say a lot of pressure was put on me. Not that like I didn't accept the pressure, but I dealt with a lot of pressure going to school, playing football. So I've kind of embraced it as I've grown up. When I was younger, I was nervous about it. I didn't like to deal with it. I didn't like to tell people like the stuff I was going through or whatever. As I got older, I kind of accepted that that's like my identity, and yeah.
At what point did that click for you when you were like, all right, I like this sport, I want to play this sport?
Well, I was playing football and basketball and baseball and track, and I cut baseball back to play more basketball. Then I cut basketball to play 7-on-7. As I got older, my mom was tired of driving me around places. I had to pick sports, so I gravitated towards football. But I started running track before football and all that. So it was football and track, and then it just seemed like football picked up the most for me.
Working with Zay Flowers, what have you seen from him? And I started to see the smile on your face. What's it been like being his teammate?
It's been fun. He's a crazy dude, but I enjoy playing with him. He's good for the room. You would think like a number one would be like real selfish, but he's not selfish at all. He's real about like how we conduct ourselves, how we move. He's real focused on that and making sure that the whole team, specifically the wide receiver group, gets that he gets that because obviously the receivers have a tendency to be divas or whatever, but that's not our room. So.
As a transfer, it's kind of nice knowing there's a new offense for everyone, not just you.
I don't know. I never thought of it that way. I knew when I got up here, I was like, I got to learn something new. I didn't think about like whether everybody else is gonna have to learn it. But I guess it does probably help me because now like as we're like developing the little kinks in the offense, like I get to be a part of like the reason why we do certain things we do, as opposed to if you come in when it's already there, then you have to catch up. So.
What was your experience with Boston before coming here? Had you ever been up here?
I had been one time, 10th grade summer. We came up. We went to it was Big Papi's last season, so we went to go see him play. He had a home run. That was cool. Yeah, so I was the first time I've been up here. I came up again to visit Harvard when I was in high school, but that is it. And then yeah, that one time was in November. It was cold, but I had no idea it was gonna be that cold in January. I wasn't ready for that.
What were your track events?
I ran sprints, and then I ran hurdles. Once I got older and everybody hit puberty and I was slower, I ran the hurdles, and I just kept running the hurdles. So I ran that in high school, hurdles and sprints.
Just real quick, growing up around the Steelers, they obviously have been known for great wide receivers. Did you ever kind of learn from any of the guys that were on that team?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to go like if we had off of school or like in the summer, I would go up there and do like the individual drills. So I learned a lot from that. Yeah, all those guys, they've always had good receivers, but the coaches have been real good. Coach Drake, Coach Mann, they taught me like when I was younger, when I was just learning how to play receiver. They taught me really how to do it.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
Dan.
you.
Good job.